What's up, guys? We're back out with another fishing video. It's been a while since I've posted a fishing video here, and it's not because I haven't been trying. I've just been in a major slump. I don't think I've been... Oh, there goes my seat. It's a good start to the video. Not exactly how I wanted to start it. Well, that wasn't planned. Okay, that'll do for now. Anyway, as I was saying, back at it with another video. It's been a while. I've been in a major slump. I've been out to the beach probably 5 or 6 times without really anything too exciting to show for. I caught a few small perch, but nothing exciting enough for a video. And then I did try crab snaring one time off the pier with the Bay Area crew, Ish with Fish, More Than Fishing. And we didn't do that great. None of us got any keepers. I got one small dungy and one rock crab that was probably about the size of your thumbnail. Yeah, it was actually pretty impressive that I was able to snare it. But anyway, besides that, we're taking out the kayak today. We're bringing out the big guns. And we're going to be dropping some crab pots out today. I'm optimistic. I think today's going to be a good day. I was talking to some people back at the launch. They said they dropped some pots yesterday and they did pretty well. And the conditions are pretty good right now. We've had a lot of storms here in the Bay Area. We're right in the middle of a nice little lull in the swell. So I think these crabs are going to be out feeding. So I think it's going to be an ideal time for us to drop some pots and catch some mega crab. We'll see you out there. Alright guys, I'm just coming around the corner here. Look at how flat that is. Pretty much as flat as it gets out here, which has got me pumped for some morning crabbing. Alright guys, we're going to start dropping our pots here. We're going to be trying a couple different baiting methods and different styles. Try and figure out which one works better, what kind of bait works better. And this first one is going to be kind of like the traditional bait. It's going to be an old rockfish carcass from a past fishing expedition that I was on out here. Untangled everything first, and now I'm just going to slip in this bait. I got back here, an old rockfish carcass. And this is a pretty popular form of bait around here. A lot of people will go fishing, catch their rockfish, eat them, and then leave the carcass for crab bait. So I'm just going to slip this in here. And it makes sense. It's their natural forage. That's what they get here normally. There were no fishermen out here anyway. So, I'm going to paddle around. I have no fish finder today. Should be no surprise. Electronics aren't my strong point. But I'm going to try to use the stars to align here. So that way I can come back and find my pot later on. Alright, first one going down. Alright, we'll leave that there. Now we're going to go drop our next one. Alright guys, next pot. So this one, I got a couple bait cages in here with some old fish as well. But on this one, I'm going to put in some of this fish attractant. This came in one of my mystery tackle boxes. I did a video a little while back, but anyway, it's shad scent. Basically, my thinking is these crabs are just going to smell a fish and hopefully it'll attract them from far away. So I'm just going to load this in here. Hope for the best. In my opinion, when you're crabbing, the more smell, the better. So that should, oh, I can smell it from here. Alright, that should be pretty good. And this one's going in. Now we got one more. I'm going to go in that way a little bit. Alright guys, 3 hours later, coming up on our first crab pot here. Quick set today. Ideally, I'd like to set my crab pots for a little bit longer, but we just don't have the time for it today. So we're going to do a quick set and see how the crab action is. So we're gonna pull up our first one here and see what we got. So I'm not sure if I was recording on the third pot when I dropped it down, but I did drop down 3 pots. This first one is with a rockfish carcass. The second one was with some more fish, old fish, with some scent. And then the third one was just straight fish. So we'll see which has the best results here. And looks like one rock crab and one maybe Keeper Dungeness. Let's see what it measures here. All right, let's see what we got here. Now this is a female. You can tell by this piece of the crab. And here in California, males and females are both legal to keep, even though we prefer males. This is the only one we have so far. So let's see if this one measures up. And nope, this one's a little bit small. Back she goes. And a tiny little rock crab here. This one will go back as well. So, nothing in the first pot, unfortunately. Alright, we struck out on pot number 1. Hopefully, better luck on pot number 2. Let's see what we have here. This is the one with all the scent in it. This is kind of the one that I'm most excited about to see what's in here. Ooh, this feels heavy. Got a good feeling about this one. Ooh, yeah, there's some good ones in there. Definitely look at that rock crab, giant rock crab, and some jumbo Dungeness as well. Dude, look at that rock crab. This one is definitely a lot better than our first pot. Okay, so this is a rock crab. Definitely too small, and it's a female. Back that one goes. Look at this guy. This is what we're after. There's a male. That's a nice male. Definitely a keeper. We'll just measure him just for fun. Yeah. Right in between 6.5 and 6 1/4. That's a nice Dungy. That's definitely going to be a keeper. And let's see about these other ones here. I don't think these are going to make it. These are little females. Yep, definitely too small. This one, also too small. But look at this rock crab. Dude, this is a giant rock crab. Look at how massive this thing is. I mean, look at the claws. That's got to be like 2 inches tall. It's just a huge rock crab. He's about just under 7 inches across. That's the biggest rock crab I've ever caught. So if you're familiar with crabbing in the Bay Area, there's 2 main crabs that you can catch. One is the Dungeness and one is the rock crab. The Dungeness are more commonly preferred over the rock crab because the legs themselves have a lot more meat than these rock crab. I don't know if you can tell in this one. Here, let me hold them both up here. So you can see the legs there. Even though this rock crab is a little bit bigger than the Dungy, the legs themselves are a little bit smaller. The claws are bigger, but the legs are smaller. So that's why a lot of people prefer the Dungeness. And in my experience, the taste is about the same. Maybe the rock crab's a little bit better, but in terms of yield, the Dungy is definitely a lot better. So a lot of people prefer the Dungeness, but rock crab are also a good alternative. So I'm gonna keep this guy and this one. And I think this crab over here is also a keeper. Just give him a quick measure, make it official. Yeah, that's gonna be a keeper. That one is about, get his claw out of the way. That one's about 6 1/4. So that was a pretty good pot. I'm not sure if it was the fish itself or the scent, but it definitely got the crabs excited. It was a lot better than that first one. And we'll throw out what's left here. So 2 keeper Dungies and 1 big old rock crab and 1 more left to go. And I got a good plan for these crabs in terms of cooking. So you guys are gonna have to stay to the end of the video to watch that part. You know, it'd be interesting if one day I dropped the crab pot and just put scent in it, no bait at all, and see if the crabs came in for that. If you guys want to see that video, leave a like and leave a comment below, and I'll come out here and try. All right, see if third time is the charm. All right, let's see what we got. Hoping for heavyweight. Oh yeah, this one might even be heavier than the last one. Oh, here it comes. And, oh wow. This is like identical to the last pot. 2 big dingies and 1 big rock crab. All right, so we got a couple of males here. Ouch, he's pinching my knee. This one's missing a claw, but it's a male. And it's well over 6 inches. That's a keeper. Between 6 1/4 and 6 1/2. We got another male here. Just measure him like this. Just over 6. 2 dungeon keepers, and then another big rock crab here. This one isn't quite as big as the last one, and he's only got 1 claw, but that claw is pretty massive. So another nice rock crab there. So now we have 4 dungies and 2 rock crab. Not bad, not too bad for only about a 3-hour soak. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for the crabbing. I'll catch you guys back at the kitchen. Alright guys, we're back at the house. Now we're gonna do the cooking. So we got our spaghetti here. We got our crab all shelled. This is the 2 rock crab and then 1 Dungeness. Plenty of crab there. Some green onion, some fresh parsley, and then a side salad to go with it. So this is gonna go pretty quick. So I've already done all the heavy lifting, all the crab shelling, all the cutting. So we got hot water boiling here. First things first, we're gonna throw the spaghetti in. This is going to take about 10 minutes or so. Alright, so we got this boiling, and then in our frying pan we're going to pop in a little bit of butter here. Alright, well that's melting down. We're just going to drop in our green onion and fresh parsley, like so. Okay, so now this onion and parsley is nicely heated up. Now we're going to drop our crab in. And this crab, I've already gone through all the trouble of boiling it, cracking and everything, so we don't need to worry about cooking crab. This is basically just to heat it up and mix it in with the vegetables. And while it's in there, we'll drop some seasoning on it. I wish I had fresh garlic. Unfortunately, I only have garlic powder, so I'm going to throw that in here. Fresh pepper. And a little bit of salt. So this is only going to be in here for a couple of minutes. Like I said, the crab's already cooked, so we don't need to worry about that. Basically just heating it up, getting all the flavors mixed together. Alright, I think this pasta is nice and done. I'm going to go strain this water in here. Okay, so we got our noodles in here. Now we're just going to add our crab and everything else. And we're pretty much good to go. Like I said, a really simple recipe here. Doesn't take too long to make. We're just gonna mix this up a little bit. And then the last thing, you just add a little bit more fresh parsley at the end, just to add a little more flavor. Alright, I'll just give it a quick taste for the camera. I really like that fresh parsley. The butter is always nice, and the fresh crab is a nice way to top it off. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Yes. Just in time for dessert.